my outcome. What's up, James? Well, we have no more ads that we can pause. But I'm glad we paused all those ads for the that was important stuff. Nobody wants to get caught in an ad during that. That was peak. It was peak, y'all. But you guys were wondering what I've been climbing with. I have two different decks that I'm running. I have the deck that I'm trying to perfect for standard. And then I have the best of one deck, which is, it's specifically meant for best of one versus best of three. You want some of these, James? Yeah, you do. There you go. You get good boy treats because you're a good boy. I'm not actively doing a quick draft, am I? No, I'm not. Okay, good. So this is the list I'm doing for best of one. So I have my Burn Baby Experimental. But mono red has been what I've been running for best of one. Which you'll see. It just goes fast. It hits face. I kill them before they can do anything. So this is the list. It runs 4 Bolt Waves, 4 Burst Lightnings. Oh yeah, good call. I forgot the music was off. There you go. We have 4 Clockwork Percussionists, 4 Higher Claws, 4 Shocks, 4 Emberheart Challengers, 4 Lightning Strikes, 4 Slickshot Show-Offs. We have 2 Tursa Light Shatters, 2 Godric Cloaked Revelers, and 3 Witchstalker Frenzies with just mountains and rock-face villages. No sideboard because it's just for best of one. Best of one mono red. One more show. I think we mull on this. This isn't necessarily a bad land. I just don't have anything until 3. And with red, you want to have something on 1. This is much more keepable. I don't like that we only have 1 land, but I can keep on 1 because I have 2 different 1 options. Tursa Light Shatter can go to the bottom of our deck. I miss Screaming Nemi as well. I have 4 of them right now. We'll start with a Hired Claw over Clockwork Percussionist. Clockwork Percussionist does give us a card draw. When it dies, exile the top card of your library. You may play it until the end of the turn. Looks like they're playing Dimir. See what I mean? I knew we would draw into something. So instead of playing anything here, what we're going to do is we're going to move to combat. When Hired Claw attacks, it's going to do 1 damage. When damage is dealt, you have the option to pay 2 to put a 1/1 counter on this creature because they lost life when going into combat. So now we have a 2/3, and we're just making it bigger. Catch you later, Hef. Thank you for hanging, buddy. I appreciate you. So now they have to deal with my Hard Claw. And again, this is a situation where we're going to move to combat first. They're probably going to destroy this, is my guess. Your go, my guy. So I'm choosing to go straight to combat before doing anything else. We're skipping main phase. This is where they're going to kill it. Go ahead, do your thing. Do your thing, my guy. Told ya. Told ya. That's fine. Let me just get out Clockwork Percussionist. And we have another body for next turn. We're going to keep our instant spells. These are all removal. Enters, draw 2 cards, then discard 2 cards unless you discard an instant or sorcery card. I'm going to let it resolve before I hit them with a Burst Lightning, because you're not allowed to have nice things. And you just wasted all of your mana to do that. I mean, you did get card draw out of it, so you did get some nice things. The part that sucks here, though, is I don't have any more lands. Nor do I really have anything I can play with more than 2 lands. We're hoping to pull something with, like, Prowess. Ooh, that's going to be a problem, isn't it? What else do they have in their graveyard? They have 2 of them, huh? That's going to be a huge problem. I don't have enough mana to get rid of him. His ability is disgusting. I think he brings out another one. Yeah, that's going to be a problem. I'm fully tapped. I don't have the stuff I need in hand to make it work. You're such a good boy, James. I heard like a noise. I heard a weird noise. Actually might be keepable because we at least have the Hired Claw. Is the starter deck duel an event for anyone in the game or just new people? I think it's for everybody. That's what I wanted. So again, move to combat. We're going to choose to activate Hired Claw's ability. We're just going to pump him up as much as possible so they have to deal with the threat. They have to have an answer. They're doing that on my end step, sacrificing Fabled Pass just to grab a basic land card. So now we're going to pay the plot cost. Because if we do this correctly, we can kill them almost like instantly between 2 slick shots. With how much like low cost instance we have between Lightning Strike, Bolt Wave. So if you don't know what plot is, basically we're playing the mana ahead of time. When you next cast creature spell this turn, that creature enters with a 1/1 counter onto it. So we'll do the plot. And then we'll move to combat. They get to choose blockers. No blocks. We activate our ability. And we should be able to kill them next turn. We play both slick shots for free. And then we do Bolt Wave, Lightning Strike. They get prowess triggers. It's pseudo prowess. It's not a problem because you don't have reach, my guy. There's no reach here. 2 untap mana. Beautiful. So 1, 2, Bolt Wave. They have, yeah. We were going to unload all of our instants. They were going to get +2, +0 for every one of them. Yeah, there's a lot to learn with Magic the Gathering. It's a very, very complicated card game. You're not going to get it overnight. You rain down like... Love you, Bubba. He's my bestest bud. All right, we have 2 lands. What's nice about mono red is that you don't need a lot of mana for your curve. 2 is very keepable. This is a very keepable hand. We have creatures. We have instants for removal. Hard Claw first. And then we keep doing the thing that I was doing before. We pump. Hearthstone was my first of these. Ooh, okay. That feels like a waste, to be honest. So we're going to use Slick Shot Show Off to plot 1. That we're going to get rid of immediately. You don't get a Voice of Victory. Let me help you first. While you are tapped, so we get a 3/2. We could save it for the Ember Heart. And that way we still have Shock as an option. If they play something small, we can just shock it. This is where we get real big. Big-ish. Because both of these have prowess triggers. We're at minimum, we're doing 5 damage here. They let that go through? Why would you let that go through? Literally, if I pull a lightning bolt, I have that lethal next turn. Don't care about the mobilize. See what I mean? Gotta go fast, gotta hit face. I mean, if you want to, we could do a very quick draft. I'm down to do a quick draft. This deck is nasty, just goes very quick. Work it out. Here, we'll buy into a quick draft. The last Agni Kai. Target creature you control fights target creature an opponent controls. If the creature the opponent controls is dealt excess damage this way, add that much red mana. Until the end of the turn, you don't lose unspent red mana as steps and phases ended. That's pretty awesome, especially if we're going with a fire deck. Let's do it. I feel like red's really, really solid in this deck. Either that or we can go, like, blue and white is the other color that I might want to go. The Water Tribe Rallier, or the Cave of Two Lovers. Two Lovers. We could also potentially go Boros. I like the airbending lesson because it's both removal and card draw. Because it's an instant speed. You airbend their non-land permanent, so it goes back into their hand, and then you draw a card. It's super solid. I like it a lot. ATLA's wonderful because you can pay 1 when you do. Target creature can't block this turn, so you're guaranteed to go through. So it looks like we're heading towards Boros colors. We might splash in a third color. Team Avatar. Whenever a creature you control attacks alone, it gets +X until end of turn, where X is the number of creatures you control. So this would be great for Boros because it's go wide. This is removal, though. Iroh's demonstration is also really good because it could be deal 1 damage to each creature or deal 4 damage, which is a guaranteed removal. But this could be a finisher. That's the thing, is we're going to... Hopefully, I don't know. I don't know if Iroh's will come back around, though. Fancy Footwork. Untap 1 or 2 target creatures. They each get +2/+2 until end of turn. That's great once you... I like this one because you do it once you've declared your attackers. Union archers are good if they have flyers. It's always good to have creatures with reach. Specifically because this doesn't run a lot of flyers. And this is, we're down to the dirt, the not good stuff. Azula Always Lies is removal. 1 or both. Put a 1/1 counter on target creature. -1, -1. Weirdly, we're going into red, white, black. Cave of Two Lovers came back around. Hell yeah. This is a really fun enchantment. Creates ATLA tokens, gives you a mountain, and then it earthbends 3 on the last phase. I'm cool with more Union archers. Blue-white players are going to have flyers. All right, we're on to pack 2. The Unagi of Kyoshi Island. Momo, Playful Pet. I think we might be pulling the Momo. Momo, when Momo leaves, has flying and vigilance. When Momo leaves the battlefield, choose 1. Create a food token, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control, or scry 2. So this is to be used in combination with airbending. And it's a flyer with vigilance, which is also awesome. The other one is good. Lightning Strike is a classic. There's a reason it's so good. Like, Lightning Strike is a classic. The other one I would say is very high prio would be Compassionate Healer. Compassionate Healer is great because you get a scry trigger and you gain 1 life when it attacks. I think it's going to be this one, Combustion Technique. Called it. Called it. Before it even gave me the rating. Deals damage equal to 2 plus the number of lesson cards in your graveyard. So this has lesson synergy. If that would die this turn, you exile instead. So not only does it either destroy, it can exile as well. So our plan right now is to go wide with creatures. This is also a removal spell. You could pay 2. So it's basically a shock. You could pay 1, deals 2 damage to target creature, or you could kick it for 4 and it will do 5 damage. The only difference is it's not any target, it's specifically a creature. So that's always something that you should consider. Oh, Glider Staff is fantastic. I like Glider Staff because it does 2 things. When it enters, you airbend, so it's a form of removal. Then, when you equip it, creature gets flying and 1/1. But also take a look at this right here is our mana curve. Look how it's looking. Right now we have 6 creatures, 11 non-creatures. 10 Epox Bearers, because this is hybrid mana, we could use either white mana or black mana to use it. I'm more likely to do the Xiong's Deserters, because when it enters, you put a 1/1 counter on target creature, which is really, really nice. Another fancy footwork is not awful. We also like 1/1 counters. Also, the art on this one is just hilarious to me. You guys recognize this from the show? The Avatar enthusiast who is literally frothing at the mouth. Oh, yes, we got Combustion Man. Dude, this guy is like broken. I think I'd pick it over the Water Tribe Captain. Whenever he attacks, it costs 5. Destroy target permanent unless his controller has Combustion Man, deal damage to them equal to his power. We'll see if that Water Tribe comes back around. Whenever this creature attacks, choose target creature an opponent controls, tap it. You may sacrifice an artifact or creature. If you do, put a stun counter on that creature. Seems like a lot just to get a stun counter on a creature. I'm honestly just going to grab the Trebuchet, because the Trebuchet is legitimately good. It's a 0/4 that creates a 2/1 colorless construct artifact. Yeah, tapped and attacking when you move to combat step. Yeah, Compassionate Healer. Right? Target permanent unless its controller has Combustion Man. I didn't know it could actually do lands. That's interesting. Boros, baby. What's up, Harley? Welcome on in. Each player chooses any number of creatures they control with total power 4 or less. They sacrifice all other creatures they control. Legend of Hiyoshi. We're not going green. Master Piondo. Whenever he attacks with the top 4 cards of your library, you may reveal an ally, equipment, or a lesson card from among them and put the rest in the bottom. That's good. Do we already have Iroh's demonstration? No, we don't. We want this for removal. Solid removal. Firebender's Ascension. When this enchantment enters, create 2 red soldier creature tokens with firebending 1. Whenever a creature you control attacking causes a triggered ability of this creature to trigger, put a quest counter on this enchantment. Then if it has 4 more quest counter on it, you may copy that ability. You may choose new targets for its copy. I have not had this one before. I think the Glider Staff would be our second pick. This guy's also pretty solid. Razor Ring's decent removal. Lesson spells you cast 1 less to cast. How many lessons do we have? We have 6 lessons as of now. 1 saga. So we got some synergies going. You know what, Uncle Iroh, you kind of fit into our synergy, not gonna lie. And we already have one of these. That's the one we want. That's the one I was hoping would come around, or we just get it. But Fire Sages. These ones you can buff, and you can use your fire bending to pay for it. You could pump them up huge. We do need a 4-drop. Let's take a look at our... Yeah, we have no creature 4-drops yet. This is where we're looking for, like, the heavy end. 5 costs. Hold on, let me take a look at this. We have 1 5-drop. Sorry, 2 5-drops. 1 4-drop in terms of creatures. Probably this. I don't know why it has Mongoose so low. It's a 5/6. I know it costs 6, but you can use it for mountain cycling, which is not the worst. How many 3s do we have right now? When you sacrifice another permanent creature you control, get +1. That's not good. That is not good. Moments like this, we'll be so ahead of time. I don't have any of them yet, so at least it's doing something for us. Judy, one of many. Pay 1 black, surveil 1, create a token that's a copy of this creature, then sacrifice an artifact or creature, activate only as a sorcery. I am more inclined to do abandoned attachments, which gives me card draw. Another glider staff, easy pick. These guys fit into our Boros thing. Hey, another trebuchet. So it looks like we might be going 3-color. Looks like potentially going 3-color here. There's no option for 3-color? Boros is the best of the options that we have. So the cards that we don't pick up here are our sideboard. We can add them between matches. And it looks like it is... What is our mana build right now? 14 white, 9 black. Why are there more mountains then? Let's give it a shot, see how it does. We'll go Firebending Ascension. So if you drag and drop on the box, that'll be whatever your box image is. So you can see that's our draft deck. Okay, do we have something we can play? Okay, we have a turn 2 option, turn 2 option. This is keepable. This is keepable. I think Fire Sages into the Zhang Deserters. Other option is... Yeah, I'll keep on that. And with that, we just got removal. That was the one thing I was worried about. I was worried we wouldn't have any removals. What's up, Gibby? Welcome on in. It's going well. We just finished dispatch today. We're doing some quick drafts real quick. Sacrifice this creature. Another target ally you control gains indestructible until the end of turn. It isn't really worth going after him with a firebending lesson. We want something more valuable. So I'm going to drop a plains and one of these, targeting itself. So it's now a 2/3. Marvel Snap. I primarily stream Marvel Snap. And we baited them into using their Path of Exile, which is why I didn't put down the Fire Sages. Boom. Path to Redemption. It's basically like a pacify effect. They're fully tapped here. Mountain. You don't really have an option there, do you? You are tapped, my friend. Give the Fire Sages a little bit extra. So when these guys attack, they get firebending 1, so we could pay 3. We're going to swing out with the Fire Sages. Firebending happens. We then use the extra mana generated from firebending to activate this ability. To add an additional counter on there. So it's now a 4/4. And they take the 4/4 to the face. And we have one blocker with Zhang Deserters. Trust in Boros, baby. Are they mono white? Are they doing mono white right now? Well, they just conceded. They weren't having any of it. So far, so good. We got to win. Here, I will do one more quick standard match for the evening. You got the Badgermole Cub? I don't think there are any changes. We're good. Hold on, we're going to go. I want to play Mono Red. Best of 1. This is the deck that's been cooking for me. No removal yet, but we have creatures. Yeah, Badgermole Cub is disgusting. You better have interaction. You better have something that can do 2 damage when they play it. Then they play Herboroid. That is one you need to deal with immediately. As soon as you see Badgermole Cub, kill it. Thank you for that follow. I appreciate it. All right, we're going to... Looks like they're going Azorius. White-blue. Again, you always want to pump up this. I did open my 3-packs tonight. We got the hits from tonight: Secret of Bloodbending, Boiling Rock Rioteer, and You the Moon Spirit. But we still have an entire box left. Fair enough. What I like about the Clockwork Percussionist is that... Do I play? Nah. I'm not going to overcommit. This also acts as a form of, like, draw. Hey! That's the card we pulled tonight. I'm going to get rid of that immediately. But it's cool that you have it. I have 4 mana currently. Cast with 3, that would be 1. We do that. I'll attack. Lowers the cost of Witchstalker Frenzy to 1, which is still enough for me to activate this ability. Oh, hi, Katara. I got you next turn. See how they're on the back pedal right now? They're backpedaling against our deck. That should be activated. No, we didn't play the other one. Okay. Lots of creatures. Lots of creatures, my guy. I'll take the 1. Are you kidding me? I'm at 19 right now. Moves to combat. So before we activate that ability, we're going to let them declare blockers. You're going to see Clockwork Percussionist is going to exile a card. Okay. So we still have a card to play. Another mountain. Let's see if they can kill me with Go Wide. They're stabilizing. I'll take the other 2. You gonna do a combat trick? No combat trick for me? You don't have a combat trick for me? What am I ranked in standard? I'm gold right now. I've been mythic before, though. Again, we get the exile. Move to blockers. You're really going to let me activate that, huh? Very interesting. And you're going to take the one from the clockwork. Fair enough. We're both very low on card draw. Before we move to blockers, we Witch Stalker Frenzy. They're you. Get those prowess triggers. Now would be the time to use the counterspell if you got one. I don't think you got one in hand, though. Are we sure that's a good idea? Are we sure that's a good idea? You just stalled, my guy. I will chip away one by one. I'm going to hold on to the Burst Lightning in case we could get something with prowess. Like if we pull a Emberheart Challenger, that could be game. That's not very smart. You should leave that open as a blocker. Oh, did I just kill them with... That's the funny part here. I'm probably going to be able to kill them next turn with Burst Lightning. We just pay the kicker price. And we have lethal on them. Thank you for playing. Unless you have a counterspell. No counterspell. The reason this deck does really well in Standard and Best of One is because they can't sideboard something. I think if your opponent was able to sideboard in a Best of Three, this deck would fizzle. Refresh my jargon. What is too much mana? Mana flooding or mana screwed? You either get mana flooded or mana screwed. But yeah, this deck has just been performing very, very well. But we're already later than usual. I want to do a little bit extra because I promised some MTG tonight. Dispatch was awesome. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. Blue right now is ridiculous. Blue is ridiculously strong. There's just so much card draw. Washing Tong is good. Yeah, exactly. Both are bad. Both are bad. Both are not what you want. But that's why you got to make use of your mulligan, which I have videos. Check out my recent videos. I make MTG educational content. You guys want to check out my MTG channel? We just passed 100 subs, so we're working on getting that one monetized as well. But we're gonna... Let me see if we can raid into somebody. Let me see who we can raid into. Let's go right into Gaming with Flash. You guys can do me a favor, copy and paste the raid message. I'm glad you guys had a good time. I know the non-snap streams aren't as big as my other streams, But I have a really good time with them. So, like, Dispatch was awesome. I had a really, really good time, and I loved showing you some MTG things. If y'all are able to copy and paste the raid message, I would super appreciate it. All right, I'm starting the raid right now, gamers. I will see you all on... Today's Thursday, isn't it? Tomorrow's Friday, isn't it? I'll see y'all Sunday. We've already done 3 streams this week. So I will see you Sunday for Sunday Snap Showdown. Wish me luck. Wish me... What just... Hold on. Wish me luck on Saturday. I will be competing in a limited format draft RCQ. So I'm going to need all the good vibes I can get. So hopefully I draft correctly. All right, I'm starting the raid now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Would love to qualify in an RCQ. That's my goal for next year is to qualify in an RCQ. All right. We got 17 ready to raid.